if you've been on the SoundCloud era for at least a year now, you have probably heard of someone by the name of Osquinn or by the name of P4rkr. Now, these two are related as they're the same person, and they're someone who not a lot of people pay attention to, as their music is really innovating and something that's completely different from anything you have heard before. Osquinn likes to make music in a way where he's different from it, yet it's still pop, but it just sounds like Digicore. So here's Osquinn.
I'm just so tired of life. I know it can be a bitch. Can't wait till I'm rich. I'll still be poor as shit, but I'll keep my screws on the hinge. I'm finding myself. I got a gun on the shelf, luckily just to protect. Safety is checked. Looking all over the place. I'm paranoid.
So before I talk about Osquinn, I have to talk first about Yungx. Now, Yungx is the 2018 version of P4rkr, and this was basically P4rkr before he changed his name, and part of Yungx was also part of his old flow. He changed his flow during the Yungx era, and he was actually friends and was going to be signed to 𝐄𝐻𝐫𝐢𝐛𝐿 and was going to be part of the collective, which is the collective 𝐒𝐻𝐫𝐢𝐻𝐿𝐵𝐻, and he takes a very inspired look into it, which we will look into it in a second, as he made songs that are really good, such as songs by the name of 𝐄𝐦𝐚𝐢𝐥. Where the fuck his head go?
Where the fuck his head go? I don't know, he dead though. So fuck him up, he talking to the feds, huh? We gon' switch his face, we can't be killing it, the feds, no. And that's still a dead lows. Oh, there goes his head, bro.
And use your head before you lose your head.
Glock so big that it bust out the seams. Got 100 hollow tips in this damn magazine, huh? AR-15 with the fucking red beam. It bust like a nut if you fuck with my team.
Now, the thing about the songs is that the songs are actually fucking fire compared to like what he makes now. Now, the thing about, I'm not saying that his music now is bad. I'm saying the fact that his music now is way more different than what it used to be. As the take he took before was actually a more harder take, such as how X did it and how a lot of underground artists did. He took a lot of inspiration also in 𝐒𝐻𝐫𝐢𝐻, as he was also friends with 𝐒𝐻𝐻, and he was actually going to be part of 𝐄𝐻𝐫𝐢𝐻 at one point. And if you listen to a lot of old 𝐒𝐻𝐻 music, it was really distorted and terribly mixed, and these beats were actually produced by him. A lot of the beats were produced by him, and it's honestly incredible. So just take a listen to some of them. Now, during his come up, he basically started switching up his flow and switching to a new genre, which was Digicore at the time. And he tried out his Digicore style with a more distorted and a hard take, like how he did with his old music. So in a way, he was still inspired by X, but he used it and tried to make a brand new type of basically wave by adding it into Digicore. And this was honestly the best idea he could have done, as this gave him a lot of attention, and he even made an EP and had a blow up song that was actually blowing up a lot in TikTok called I Don't Want That Many Friends in the First Place. At the moment, this song has like 1 million plays on Spotify and YouTube together, so yeah. He later changed his name to P4rkr, and then even later changing it to Osquinn, which is the name he has as of right now. Now, the reason he changed it to Yungx is that he actually doesn't like the Yungx perspective of him, and he ended up going transgender and basically joining the LGBTQ community at the fullest. And which is a decision that a lot of people basically had a lot of beef about. Not many people like him just because of that. And the thing about this is that it also attracted a lot of people from the LGBTQ into how he is right now. A lot of stuff happened during his come up, but most of it is worth it, as of now he's actually getting a lot of plays, and he recently just dropped the EP album, that I will soon be covering, so yeah. Now, before we get to the meanings, I have to clear something up real quick. I'm not going to do a breakdown on the songs I'm about to say, since that would take too long, and I do not have the capability to make another long video like I did like literally 2 weeks ago. So yeah, but I'm gonna just talk briefly on what the song is trying to get and just get straight to the point basically. Nothing too specific as I used to do with my other breakdowns. I could do a song breakdown on these songs in the future though, if y'all want. But just leave that in the comments if you do. Anyways, so for the first song I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be talking about these 3 songs. And the first one I got to talk about, I definitely have to talk about a song by the name of I Hate It Here.
I don't wanna be a loser, but it seems that's where I'm heading. And all I wanna do is live my life, but my bullshit keeps on spreading. I don't wanna see the future, cause I don't like where I'm heading. And I know that something's gonna happen, I wait for it every day. I don't wanna be forgotten. In fact, I love the attention, but as always, I can't let that shit go get right to my head. All I wanna do is stop it. Stop being so damn ignorant. When situations get hard, I just disappear. And I don't wanna be like that. I wish I couldn't be like that. Why I gotta be like that? How do I not be like that? I don't wanna fucking be here, cause all I do is nothing. Make some music and lay in bed and disappoint my friends. I don't feel like I should be here, cause fuck, I'm never.
Another song I wanted to talk about is a song by the name of MBN, which stands for Must Be Nice. Now, this song is similar to I Hate It Here, and in a way where it's talking about stuff that she wants, when I Hate It Here, stuff that she doesn't like. And she had another similar take about this called FML, which is similar to I Hate It Here with a little bit of a twist. And here's what the song sounds like.
And they're stones and they're breaking my bones, but every now and then I need a hug too. It must be nice to have such a good friend group. Drama happens, but you have them to notice you. You can laugh, you can cry, you can ask, you can pry, but unfortunately I don't get those to do.
So MBN is a song where it's similar to FML because it's just him singing out his feelings into how he sings it in FML, with a little bit of a twist. With this one has more of a vocal and more of a singing over a guitar beat type of stuff. Like, you know how you tell a campfire song? Well, if you're white, you know how you tell a campfire song and you just the white motherfuckers just put the guitar on and they start singing their guitar songs or whatever. Kind of like that. And it's actually a pretty neat detail. This actually makes the song pretty original, considering that it takes the same topic that it did in FML, but it makes a little twist to it in MBN, as it makes it so it's kind of like a story. And even though it's not a story, it's mostly just him talking about like his real life, it's still something cool to hear and just how he expresses everything. And that's Osquinn. Thanks for watching. If you want to go check out Osquinn or support him, I'm going to be leaving his, of course, everything about him, his links and everything down in the description. And yeah, sorry for not uploading for a long time, and I will most likely have a lot of videos out soon, hopefully. So yeah, thanks for watching.
You can talk, you can yell, but they deaf will not tell if you're speaking to them in their own minds.